You're too old to have two legs anyway. That's what the doctor told me right before he decided to amputate the left one. I just stood there staring at him and couldn't believe that a fungus-infected nail could become the reason why I would soon become crippled for life. How could something so ordinary spread throughout my entire body, taking over my organs, reaching into my bloodstream and causing almost irreversible damage to my lungs? Leaving me no other rational choice than to face the grotesque knife my doctor was holding in his hands when he gave me the terrifying news. But somehow, this tragic moment gave me strength to uncover an effective natural solution against this potentially deadly fungal disease. A strange method that had been kept secret by a small group of people, perfectly designed to treat any type of fungus in a matter of days, no matter for how long you've been dealing with it or what caused it in the first place. Hi, my name is Bob Bennett, and if you're looking for a way to treat nail fungus, you need to continue watching this presentation, because in just a few minutes from now, you'll discover the real cause of toenail fungus. You will be shocked when you discover the actual reason for why you haven't been able to remove that ugly, annoying fungus from your nails and other parts of your body. This method does not involve any drugs, and it won't make you spend thousands of dollars on laser surgery, which, besides costing an arm and a leg, can leave horrifying permanent scars on your feet and hands. It works for any type of fungal infection, no matter what caused it in the first place, and it doesn't matter if you had it for weeks or decades. This is the one solution which has left scientists in awe, yet you won't see it advertised on your local news, nor will you be able to buy it from your Amazon account. Hundreds of millions of dollars are being spent every year on advertising drugs, which sometimes give you short-term results, but you never actually cure the root cause of the disease. And somehow they continue feeding them to the public and get away with it. That's why you have a responsibility to yourself to watch this until the very end. Because by the time this video is done, you will discover a simple and effective natural solution for removing fungal parasites from your body and finally get rid of those ugly infected nails and skin rashes. Your hands and feet will regain their strong, healthy, and smooth appearance just like it was always supposed to be. This method not only will treat your skin and nails, but it could also save your life, simply from this potentially deadly parasite that's inside your system. I'm also going to share with you my personal story of how I had to choose between losing my left leg and losing my life, just because I was ignorant and didn't think a stupid yellow nail would cause so much damage. So if you are tired of constantly putting your hopes into products that just don't work, if you have visited numerous doctors and are sick of watching how powerless they are against this parasite, and if you just can't accept the fact that no one has found a working solution for this debilitating disease until now, then continue watching this because it will take so little of your time, and by the end of this video, your life will change forever. Just like it did for many other people before you who have tried this method. Good folks like Susan Watson from South Florida who says, "Fungus free in a matter of days. I can't believe how much money I spent on so many side drugs, which caused me numerous side effects before I stumbled upon your page. The nightmare is over. Now I can finally go to the pool with my friends without being ashamed. I'm sending this to everyone. Thank you." Or George Gray from Illinois, who wrote in and said, "I was skeptical at first, and to be honest, I didn't know what to think. I mean, seriously, it looked promising. But I've tried so many products before. I didn't think it was still possible to get rid of this fungus. It turned out to be one of the few natural remedies that work. I really hope you are sending this to everyone you know, because I sure will once I'm done writing this message. Thank you deeply." Like I said, my name is Bob Bennett. I'm a 54-year-old construction worker. I am part of the American middle class. You know, mainstream America, the strong working men and women who think honesty and respect are the foundation for a strong family and country. I was always the one person that my family could rely on, no matter what comes in our way. To me, this was the most important thing. So imagine how terrified I was, lying there on the hospital bed, and the first thing that crossed my mind was, who's going to take care of them when I'm gone? My nightmare started one evening when I came home from a construction project I was working on. Something had bothered me all day long, a strange itch I just couldn't get rid of. I assumed it was nothing out of the ordinary. After all, on a construction site you have to deal with all sorts of materials, dust, mud, and humidity. It's all just part of a normal day's work. Then, after a couple weeks, my foot got itchier, and the toenails started to turn yellow for some reason. I must admit, I didn't pay much attention to it. In fact, I just thought it would go away after a quick shower. But it didn't. And soon after, all my nails became thick, crumbly, and lost color. I usually don't pay much attention to things like this, and I wasn't much for going to see the doctor. But the situation kept getting worse, so after my wife insisted, I finally decided to pay the doctor a visit. "It's just a mild infection. It will go away. We have Lamisil for this. Take it and everything will be just fine," the doctor said. "See, I told you it was nothing," I said to my wife. Even though the drug cost me around $850 for 3 months of treatment, I decided it was well worth the price if it got me out of this annoying problem. But it didn't. I learned an important lesson from that. You should always check out the product and what other people say about their experience with any drug you're about to take. And I didn't. And unfortunately, I had to pay the price. By the second week, my stomach started feeling like it went through a meat grinder. I got constant headaches, and ironically, my skin was itchier now in other places as well. At first, I thought it was because I was stressed at work, but I was about to find out the ugly truth about Lamisil and its side effects. Federal regulators have linked the drug to 16 cases of liver failure, including 11 deaths. The company which produces the drug claimed most of the patients had pre-existing illnesses or were also on other drugs, and yet more and more people were complaining every day about the horrifying side effects of this drug. By a cruel irony, soon after I started feeling bad. My wife found me on the bathroom floor, barely breathing. She thought I had a heart attack, but the truth is, it was something much worse. This drug had almost destroyed my liver and killed me. As much as I tried to explain to my doctor what happened, they insisted it was my fault. So I went to another doctor. This one recommended laser therapy. "It's expensive, but it will absolutely work," she told me, like I was some sort of rich person who had money to throw away. But I was desperate. I had begun to lose my toenails rapidly and could barely go through a normal day at work because of the side effects this evil parasite and the medicine was causing. At first, the laser therapy seemed to have some sort of effect, but after just a week since I finished the treatment, my toenails were gone. They'd fallen off, one by one. Then my skin became all thick and dry, and a month later I was forced to quit my job. I developed trouble breathing, constantly, which made it so that I couldn't sleep for days. I felt like I was going to die every time I woke up. Then one day I just didn't have the physical power to get out of the bed. The fungus had won. My wife rushed me to the hospital where everyone looked at me and couldn't figure out what was going on. They thought I was going through some sort of mental breakdown. But when my blood tests came in, everything became clear. The fungus had spread so far that it had caused almost irreversible damage to my body and was putting my life in danger. They had to do something before it was too late and gave me the hardest news of all. I would have to face the ultimate choice, my leg or my life. And I only had 1 week to decide, or else it would be too late. As I was lying on the hospital bed, feeling hopeless, I thought of all the things I could have done if I had taken this more seriously. I just wondered if there was a way to prevent this, and cried like a little baby every time I remembered the horror. Soon I'll be facing that knife. I had been a strong man, a father and a husband my family could rely on. I was the provider, the one that was always there to protect them, the one that never got sick, and this just made me outraged beyond any belief. So I decided that even if it would be the last thing I do, I will take this matter into my own hands, as I had so many others. I got myself out of the hospital, telling my wife I need to take time to process things. Once I was home, I went directly to the computer. I decided to dig a little deeper into this matter. After all, no one is going to care more about your own life than you yourself will. What I found gave me the shivers. It turns out this potentially deadly parasite is everywhere, in your office, in the subway station, and even inside your home. Think about it. Fungus spores breed and grow inside humid places. You'd think that your home is pretty dry, so there would be no reason for the fungus to be there. But there is one place where humidity always exists. In your air conditioner. Air conditioners are everywhere, inside your house, while you're waiting for the subway, at work, even in hospitals. Do you think someone always remembers to clean them on time? I don't think so. And to my shame, I was one of those people. Reading this, I couldn't believe my eyes. It turns out that fungus parasites not only love your air conditioner, but they are the main reason for respiratory health problems. Dr. Mark Mendel, an epidemiologist, reported in Time magazine that he studied the health effects of air conditioning systems while with the U.S. Department of Energy's National Laboratory. He said, and I quote, "We started seeing it in the 70s and 80s. People in office buildings started saying the building was making them sick." Now imagine this going on for the past 40 years, without any big media news sites reporting it, or any officials caring what's happening to people. While I was reading about it, I just couldn't believe my eyes. I was mad. Everyone talked about protecting the environment, about pollution, but no one talked about the potentially deadly spores we breathe every day, everywhere we go. Because once the fungus is spread through your air vent, it settles on every single thing in that room. On the walls, inside your clothes, pillows, behind your bed, everywhere. No wonder I was about to lose my life. I was fighting an invisible enemy that I didn't even know it was all around me. Not only were all the treatments and drugs I've tried useless, but the fungus grown bigger and bigger every day. I had no idea. I couldn't sleep that night. I wish I could say it was easy for me, but it wasn't. It was excruciating knowing that I only have a few days left until I have to face the hardest decision of my life. But I decided not to give up. The next morning, I stumbled upon Professor John Carlisle's website. His approach on the matter looked completely different than anything I had seen until then. I was baffled by his theories, and as I was about to find out, they weren't just theories. So I gave him a call, and he agreed to visit us for dinner the next day. Turns out he lived very close to us. At dinner, he told us about his work with NASA over the past 12 years, and how they've developed a secret program to help astronauts not get infected by this parasite in space. A while ago, the Russian space agency got contaminated with fungus, and as you can imagine, things went really bad for them. NASA has been investigating this for years, especially since mutant fungus from space is 100 times deadlier than the ones on Earth. After years of fighting it, despite all odds, the fungus was growing bigger, mutating faster, and had started infiltrating into the walls, even the plumbing. So they had to come up with a different solution, because obviously that one wasn't working. That's when the professor told me something that shocked me. Look at Navy SEALs. They fight all day in muddy water, and yet you won't see them infected with fungus or getting skin rashes. Why do you think that is? The professor said. I was intrigued. These heroes are mentally and physically prepared to resist even the most extreme conditions. For them, a small health issue could mean failing the mission, and worse, death, he said. The real reason why NASA decided to look into this is because they realized what no one else had. You can fight the fungus simply by consuming a certain group of powerful natural ingredients, adding them to the individual's diet daily, along with, and this is very important, a series of mental exercises so that your body can refine the nutrients in an ultra-powerful way, the professor added. After saying this, the professor left me even more intrigued. I understood why combining a group of ultra-powerful natural ingredients will help me fight fungus, but mental exercises? What was that all about? He explained, "Look, fungus is everywhere. You already know that. Then how come certain people are immune to it and others have to suffer?" he asked. It's a physical and mental game. It's the way you combine certain ingredients in your food with mental exercises. For some people, this comes naturally. Some are just born with a higher immunity level. That's the way it works. Nature doesn't make us all equal. Some of us just have to fight our way through this life, the professor added. Then he added, we are so used to think that it's all just about physical strength, when instead the brain is one of the most powerful things we possess. Why do you think people get sicker faster when they are depressed? I've had cases with psoriasis where people got ill in the first place because their spouse left them, or someone important to them had died. At NASA, we began to realize that. That's why the training for the astronauts takes months and even years. It all comes from the inside out, not the other way around. The sooner you realize it, the faster you start the healing process, the professor said, leaving me speechless. Before I could say anything, he showed me the results on his phone. People sending him messages, thanking him for what he's done and how amazing this formula is. He let me take a picture of one of these messages. The results were astonishing. I asked him if he could give me the exact formula and the step-by-step program. He said no problem, and I started following it immediately. The very next day, it felt like a big weight had come off my chest. I could breathe again, just like a normal person. Then, soon after that, something interesting happened. No more skin rashes. It continued the next day when I started feeling energized. My wife would wake up every morning asking me how I was feeling, then meticulously checking my skin and nails looking for any improvements. We were both astonished by the results. After a week, all my nails were changing back to normal. My skin rashes had gone, and every night I managed to sleep like a baby. I actually took some pictures of my nails before I started this program and after. The results were incredible. I kept in touch with the professor every single day. He recommended a private lab to me that could do the necessary blood tests to prove how well the remedy was working for me. When those results arrived in the mail, I was shocked. Take a look at how my blood looked before starting this program, and then a week after. The changes were incredible. The professor had literally saved my life. When all the doctors I went to would look at me like I was a condemned man, he used Mother Nature's secrets to help me get rid of this fungus and get my life back. I just had to tell my other doctor, the one who had wanted to do the surgery. It had gotten to be 2 weeks after the deadline, and I had completely forgotten about it. The fungus was gone from my body, and yet I wanted to show this to him, thinking he must have been worried by now. So I went to the hospital. "I thought you were dead," the doctor said when he saw me. No, I'm very much alive. Thanks for the confidence," I replied to him. "Are you ready to chop off that leg now?" he asked me. "Actually, that won't be necessary. I'm not sick anymore, doctor," I said to him with a big fat smile on my face. He rushed me to have blood samples drawn so he could see for himself what was going on. When he saw them, he was speechless. So was every other doctor he showed them to. So I explained to my doctor what I'd been through, how I met Professor Carlisle, and how he helped me get rid of the nasty fungus. He didn't believe me. He thought I had some sort of surgery. He even checked to see if I have a fake leg. I was deeply frustrated by the meeting and went home as fast as I could. I called the professor and told him we needed to spread the word about this method. My doctor had laughed me out of his office when he heard my story. I imagine that's how just about every other doctor reacts when you tell him there might be something he doesn't know. Something that can make you better. It's outrageous to think these guys are so egotistical they won't think beyond what they've learned in the medical school. But the professor wasn't as interested in spreading the word as I was. "Look, Bob, if you go against the big guys in the industry, you will eventually lose. That's what happened to me." That's what he told me, but he wouldn't get into more details. But I couldn't let this go. I told him, "Your formula is amazing. This should be seen by everyone, not just the people you have in your contact book, not just by the ones that sent you thank you messages. In these companies' eyes, I'm just the little guy with a controversial theory. They are making so much money they can't afford to let someone ruin that," the professor said. "I'm afraid it's already too late for most people. My prayers go out to those who desperately seek help but won't find anything like this their entire lives," he added. I was furious. I told him that we needed to do something about this, even if his name was left totally off it and I had to do it under my name. He didn't want to see me fight Big Pharma, but I didn't care. I told him it was the right thing to do. After more than a few hours of debating, the professor finally agreed with me. After all, it was all for the greater good. So we decided to put together a step-by-step program so that everyone in need can use this solution. Here it is, the ultimate fungus breakthrough of this century. The single most important program that not only will help you fight and succeed in removing those dangerous, nasty fungi from your system, but will also strengthen your immune system so that you'll never have to worry about this life-threatening disease ever again. We proudly call it the Fungus Crusher Kit. And in just a few moments, I'll show you exactly how you can get your hands on this amazing formula. The one solution that works in a way no other product on the market does. Completely made out of 100% natural ingredients. It goes directly to the root cause of your problem and destroys all of the horrible fungus in your body without any side effects. And without you having to spend thousands or even hundreds of dollars on countless pills and programs that do nothing but drain the hard-earned money out of your pocket. Getting this program into the hands of millions of people suffering from fungal infections is our ultimate goal here. And at least as of today, we have the confidence to say that there is no other product on the market like this, nor do we think there will be one in the near future. That's for a simple reason. Everyone else is so busy selling you pills that only scratch the surface of the problem so they can keep taking money from you. So they simply forget, or are just too ignorant, to make an actual effort in order to treat the root of the problem. We are the first ones to bring this solution to the public, and by the looks of it, we'll be the only ones for quite a while. Hundreds of people are emailing us every day, showing us that they're getting the same results that I got. So right now, right here, you have a choice to make. Where do you see yourself in a year from now? Do you want to be the person still shamefully trying to hide those ugly toenails or nasty skin rash? Or worse, do you want to take the risk that you'll be lying on a hospital bed with doctors trying to figure out what is wrong with you just because they'll never believe a simple skin infection can cause all these horrifying symptoms? Or do you want your skin and your nails clean and your immune system so powerful it may just add extra years to your life? Think about it. But do it fast because we are getting to an end here and you'll have to make a decision soon. Once this presentation is over, I can't guarantee you that this program will stay around and be available. There is one more thing we need to discuss about, and that's how much this solution is going to cost you. Before we get into details, let me ask you a question. What's it worth to you to never have to deal with this nasty disease? To always have to hide your nails from strangers or even family and friends? Especially for ladies, this is even a bigger problem. What's it worth to you to know that you have finally found a working solution, something that doesn't cause side effects and is 100% natural? Would you pay $500 for it? Some people would pay even more. What about $250? Would that be a fair price? Well, we are not going to charge you anything close to that. Because we are not here for the money. I already made my money. So you're not going to pay $250 for this solution, not even half of that. You're not even going to pay $100 for it. Because after testing the product and receiving feedback from all these satisfied people, we have decided to personalize this amazing program to work for each person's needs. In other words, when you secure your copy of Fungus Crusher Kit today, you can select the program that's right for you. Option number 1, Fungus Crusher Kit Pro. This option is perfect for people with any type of regular toenail fungus who want to get rid of this parasite once and for all. It will work for you no matter what caused it, and it's now available for only $49 and not a penny more. Option number 2, Fungus Crusher Kit Plus. This is our most popular option because it's capable of fighting even the most advanced forms of fungus infection, and it's helped people who've been dealing with this nasty parasite for decades. We recommend this option if you think that the fungal parasite has spread inside your body. Common symptoms are insomnia, headaches, dizziness, lack of focus, and skin rashes. Most customers choose this option, which is now available for $59 when you secure your order today. Option number 3, Fungus Crusher Kit Exclusive. Like the name says, this one is our most exclusive option of the Fungus Crusher Kit. It's similar to Fungus Crusher Kit Plus, but with a personal touch which Professor Carlisle and I considered crucial for making sure you fight off this parasite. Because on top of the advanced formula, you are also getting Professor Carlisle's personal email address and his full support in any concern you may have along the road. This is truly our dedication to the people who try this program and our way of saying we are here for you and we will help you every step of the way. Our customers love this as being our most exclusive option. So when you click on the button below, you'll be able to secure your order for a one-time small deposit of only $69. So go ahead and choose the option that fits you best. The Fungus Crusher Kit Pro, which has helped tens of thousands of people fight this silent fungal parasite. The Fungus Crusher Kit Plus, which is perfectly designed for people who have been dealing with this parasite for a longer period. Or the Fungus Crusher Kit Exclusive, which, on top of the advanced formula it contains, you also get Professor Carlisle's personal email address and his personal help related to any issue you may have along the way. And just to show you how confident we are about this incredible solution, we are going to let you decide if you want to pay for it. Because today, as you secure your copy of the Fungus Crusher Kit, you are covered by our 60-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. So go ahead, see for yourself how the fungus literally evaporates from your body and system, how not only you'll be free from those nasty toenails, but you'll also feel better, more energized, and get your life back. You'll join the tens of thousands of people who have defeated fungus in just a few short weeks. And even though you're going to cure your fungal infection in just a few weeks, you'll have 60 days to decide if you want to pay for this solution or not. If after 2 months you're not happy about your decision, just send us an email or call us, and we'll return every penny without asking any questions. You have nothing to risk. In fact, all the risk is on us. So go ahead, click on one of the buttons below and secure your copy of the Fungus Crusher Kit now. You have nothing to risk at all. The risk is on us. You can finally start the journey that will help you fight this annoying parasite once and for all. And years from now, when you look back to this moment, you'll feel joy and happiness, knowing you've reversed the one thing that's been bugging you for quite some time now. You'll be relieved knowing you've made the right decision. Because let's be honest here, most people don't even consider doing something about this until it's already too late and they are lying on a hospital bed. They say, "This will never happen to me," until it actually does. And then it's already too late. Once it's gotten into your system, this parasite poisons your blood, destroys your organs, and takes control over your body. And when this happens, most people can't do anything to reverse it. I was almost one of those people. And if it weren't for Professor John Carlisle, I wouldn't be here to tell you this story. That's why I urge you not to be like those people. Take control of your health today, and do it for a better future. One where you don't have to worry about these things when you wake up and can't get back to sleep because of them. It all starts when you make your choice and click on the button below. This presentation is about to end. You're still here, and that means only one thing. You can almost taste your victory against this nasty fungus parasite. You can almost see yourself free from the annoying and life-threatening side effects of this disease. And deep down, your gut tells you this is the solution you've been searching for. Look, Fungus Crusher Kit is the result of over 2 decades of hard work, countless tests and long nights where nothing seemed to work and everything seemed to fail. You may know a little bit of what I'm talking about. You've probably tried different drugs and solutions, and none of them turned out any good. You wouldn't be here if this wasn't true. But you kept hoping, and you arrived here on this page. And right now, the way I see it, you have a simple choice to make. I can't make it for you. I can only show you the facts, and you've seen them. So it's up to you if in the next moment you decide to make fungus a thing of the past. It's up to you to either ignore this presentation and pretend nothing is wrong, move on and remember about this solution from time to time when you look at your nails or you can't sleep because of this stupid parasite. Or to keep being frustrated that none of the products you've tried truly work, because they'd rather keep selling you a pill that takes money out of your pocket every month than make you well. It's up to you. If you want to, go to your regular doctor. Maybe he'll prescribe Lamisil, if he didn't already. And then you go online and read about all the horrifying side effects of this dangerous drug. And it's truly up to you when you decide to risk nothing today, secure your copy of the Fungus Crusher Kit, and get rid of this problem once and for all. So make the choice and click below. Then fill in your information and you will have your solution in just a few minutes. Then send me an email and let me know about your success story. To your health, Bob Bennett. FAQ. Still there? Sometimes the only reason why someone hasn't hit the Add to Cart button is because they have some questions that need answered. Let me try and answer some of them right now. Question number 1. How does Fungus Crusher Kit work again? The most important thing you need to understand is that behind those nasty covered in fungus toenails, there is something way worse that puts your entire body in danger and threatens your life on a long term. Many products on the market only try to fix what's on the surface because it's cheaper, easier, and quite frankly, they haven't found a working solution yet. The Fungus Crusher Kit works in a unique way, different from any other product on the market, and that's because it goes directly to the root cause of your fungus. Through its incredibly powerful solution, it fixes your body from the inside out. Completely and almost immediately, the fungus is falling apart, and for that matter, any other parasite that's giving you trouble. Once this step is done, it goes to the next step by healing your body on the surface level. It helps your skin and your toenail regenerate in a natural, fast way so you can start forgetting you ever have to deal with this nasty disease. The last step is also the most important one. Once you've applied to Fungus Crusher Kit formula until the end, it will start rebuilding your body's immune system to prevent this horrible parasite from ever getting into your system and causing those horrifying side effects. Question 2. Why haven't I heard about this cure? We are desperately trying to show this to everyone and to make sure this video stays up as long as possible. That's why we don't know how long this video will be up and strongly advise anyone who's watching right now to not let these corporate fat cats win. Question 3. Will this work for me? If you suffer from a fungal infection, nail, skin, or even candida, then this program is exactly what you need. In just a matter of days, you could treat fungus and get your old life back. This program works for diabetic people as well because it cleans your organs and strengthens your immune system. Question 4. What's the difference between Fungus Crusher Basic, Pro, and Exclusive? To make it easier for you, we've decided to let you choose between 3 options, depending for how long this has been happening and how advanced your fungal infection is. Question 5. What happens next once I hit the Add to Cart button? Once you hit the secure Add to Cart button, you'll be taken to our encrypted checkout page, where you can secure your Fungus Crusher Kit copy in just a few minutes from now. You just have to fill in your basic information, and once you are done, you'll be taken to our secure members area, where you'll have instant access to this program. Everything is really easy and simple, and in just a few moments from now, you'll be able to see this program or save it on your computer, phone, or tablet. Question 6. When will I start seeing the results? Most people who have successfully tried this formula have seen great results in less than a week, sometimes even the first 2 or 3 days. Depending on how advanced your fungal infection is, we recommend that you choose between the 2 packages, and we look forward to hearing about how well this has worked for you. Question 7. I'm a busy person. Will this take much of my time? The entire program takes less than a few minutes of your day, sometimes even less. And in just a few days after, you can enjoy the fungus-free life you've been waiting for so long. That's not even mentioning the benefits that come with this, since your immune system will be stronger and able to protect you from this happening in the future. Question 8. Are you offering a guarantee? Absolutely. Professor Carlisle has spent over a decade developing this powerful formula, and his entire reputation is at stake. Your satisfaction means everything for us, and that's why we are going to give you a solid 60-day, no-questions-asked money-back guarantee. Even though you will be completely out of your fungal infection in just a matter of days, you have 60 days to decide if you want to keep this formula to yourself. If you don't think this was worth your time, simply send us an email and we'll refund every penny back. The one thing we advise is that you give Fungus Crusher Kit a try. We are aware that almost every company desperately tries to sell you something and claim their product will work for you. That's why, through this guarantee, we would like to put our money where our mouth is, and as soon as you try Fungus Crusher Kit, you'll realize why. It all starts with a simple touch of a button right now. Question 9. Will this program be available in the future? Today, tomorrow, or even right now before you click the Add to Cart button, this program might be gone. And sadly, there won't be anything we could do to prevent this. So if you're serious about your fungal infection, you must take action right now. Question 10. I'm in. What do I need to do next? Well, that's very simple. Simply click on the orange button and you'll be taken to our secure page where all you have to do is fill in your information, and the whole thing will be yours in less than 2 minutes. And you can rest assured that you are protected by our 60-day money-back guarantee, which means that if you are not satisfied with your order, you just send us a message and we'll refund every penny. And I know for certain you will be really happy you've taken the next step, because this incredible formula works even in the most advanced cases of fungal infection, even if you've been dealing with it for over 20 or 30 years. This is it. Your moment, your choice. Take the next step and hit the orange button below. I look forward to hearing about your great results. Still have questions? Once you've taken the next step, almost all of them will be answered. And for the ones you still have, we hired a brilliant customer support team that's standing by ready to answer even your most complex question. You will receive an articulate and satisfying response from our team in less than 24 hours. And remember, once you've been through the entire program, which you can probably do by the end of the day, you will still have 60 more days to decide if you want to pay for the Fungus Crusher Kit. Right now, this program is just one click away from you. My team and I risked a lot to bring this to you and to the American public, and you won't have to pay a dime for it unless you really want to. That's how confident we are that this will work, and we urge you not to wait any longer. With every minute that passes by, the fungal infection in your body spreads even more, and it's causing almost irreversible damage to your entire system. Worse, it puts your life in great danger. So act now. Click on the button below. You deserve this, and you owe it to yourself. Fill out the form and you'll never have to deal with those nasty nails ever again. Thanks to this ultimate fungus breakthrough, you will be able to strengthen your immune system and destroy the fungal bacteria once and for all. Do it now, and even though you will see the results in just a few days, you have 60 days to test this amazing formula. If after 2 months, when you had the best sleep ever because all the fungus symptoms are gone, and when you look at your nails and know you'll never have to hide them from other people, if after all this you decide this program is not for you, just send us a message and we'll refund every penny you invested into this solution, no questions asked. Because the truth is, this is for you. This is for anyone who wants a better life. You have to make the decision for yourself. But if you don't act now, you'll let these nasty fungi win, torturing you and threatening you every day of your life. Think about it. This guarantee fully protects your decision. I am that confident this will work for you. So let's get your old healthy life back. Go ahead, click the button below, and I'll see you on the other side.